You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Suzanne Marquez. Here's a look at your top stories. Former LA Deputy Mayor Raymond Chan has been found guilty for his role in a pay-to-play scheme run by former City Councilmember Jose Huizar. Chan was convicted on 12 counts of federal racketeering and bribery. He was the final defendant in a major City Hall corruption probe. Huizar's scheme monetized the real estate approval process at City Hall. He was found guilty last year and sentenced to 13 years behind bars. Chan's sentencing is set for June 10th. Nurses at City of Hope Medical Center in Duarte held a rally today, saying they're worried about patient safety and what they call chronic short staffing.
We want to be able to have resource nurses so that our nurses can have the breaks that they need during their 12-hour shifts. We want to have the ratios needed to provide the safe care that our patients deserve.
The registered nurses' contracts run out at the end of April. Their negotiations start in February. City of Hope released a statement saying, "We truly value the contributions of our nurses to patient care, and we are committed to a contract that ensures a safe and productive work environment, a compensation structure that aligns with their critical role, as well as a strong professional development and benefits package." Turning now to your weather, let's take a live look at Malibu. We are just days away from another storm in our area. And today we have new video of the aftermath of the Topanga Canyon Road rockslide. It's still too dangerous, according to CalTrans, to reopen the road, especially with more rain coming. Officials also say the land is still moving there and there is water seepage. There's also a spike in mountain lion sightings since there hasn't been traffic in the area for 2 weeks. Let's turn it over now to KCAL News meteorologist Olga Espino for your next weather forecast. Olga.
Hi, Suzanne. Yes, we have some rain on the way, significant amounts as well as snow. For now, though, enjoy the sunshine and a beautiful day in Santa Monica Beach today. So we are still enjoying some mild temperatures, 63 degrees currently in Santa Monica. And a lot of us have already actually climbed into the 70s, low 70s in Burbank. We have 72 degrees in Chino, Riverside at 73 degrees, upper 70s in Palm Springs. But here's a look at what is expected in the next several days. So we'll continue mild and dry into your Thursday. The storm moves in late in the day on Friday, continuing through the weekend and into early next week. Potential for heavy rain. I'll show you totals in just a moment. 2 to 3 feet of snow above 6,000 feet. So that's going to be right at about resort level. Rain chances again start to increase late in the week and will continue with us through the early part of Monday before drier conditions return on Tuesday. Our futurecast showing us that storm is to our north. It is going to start pushing south. And as we head into the weekend, that's when we start getting that wet weather continuing to move across Southern California into your Easter Sunday. So if you have any outdoor plans, Easter egg hunting, make sure to get the rain gear, get the rain boots and the umbrellas because it is going to be a soggy day. Again, that moisture still continuing with us for the early part of the work week before things start to dry out. And the good news is we are expecting several days of dry weather once this storm is out of our region. As far as rainfall totals, highest amounts expected for mountains and foothills. We could be talking 3 to 6 inches and then 1 to 3 inches for coasts and valleys. That's going to be across our region from Orange County into the Inland Empire as well as LA and Ventura County. Temperature wise, numbers nearing 70 degrees tomorrow afternoon for the valley. Still some sunshine, dropping down into the low 60s by Friday and then upper 50s as that storm really moves in over the weekend. And then temperatures start to rebound as we head into early in the week. Upper 60s on Monday and then mid 70s as we head into Tuesday. For the mountains, we're also expecting some snow. So again, mostly in those higher elevations. For the resort, we're looking at several feet of snow. So if you have any plans on going skiing, doing a little fun in the snow, just expect those resorts to be having a lot of fresh powder as we head into the early part of next week. Suzanne.
Sounds like that would be a great place to take your Easter egg hunting.
You know what? Yes, hide them in the snow, right?
That would be fun.
That's a great idea.
Or at least indoors. That's what I'm going to do. Thanks, Olga. Rain in the forecast is also putting a damper on our local Easter events. Pasadena and the Rose Bowl have canceled their Egg Bowl and Bunny Brunch events this weekend. As a result, look how cute it normally looks. Instead, guests are invited to attend the Hop into Spring event they will be hosting at the Rose Bowl. So mark your calendars for Tuesday, April 2nd. The event will feature a mini Easter egg hunt and photos with the Easter Bunny, too. A massive response in Baltimore after yesterday's bridge crash and collapse. Crews are trying to find the bodies of 6 men who were working on the bridge at the time. There's also a multi-governmental effort to help with the economic impact of the port's closure. KCAL News reporter Natalie Brand is live in Baltimore with the details. Natalie.
Hi, Suzanne, and we're expecting a news conference later this hour with an update from state officials as we await for news on the ongoing recovery efforts that have been made more difficult today by the weather and the rain here. This is a community in mourning and also bracing for what will be a long and costly rebuild.
A dangerous and intense recovery effort continues to locate the construction workers who were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge at the time of its collapse. That includes Miguel Luna, a husband and father of 3.
As we've moved now to a recovery effort, the same commitment that I make to the families is we are going to use every asset to bring them a sense of closure.
The NTSB remains in the early stages of investigating what happened on board the Dolly cargo ship as it left the port of Baltimore overnight Tuesday, then hit a support column of the landmark bridge. The NTSB will begin interviewing personnel and analyzing evidence from the ship, including the voyage data recorder.
What I hope to release later today is a timeline of events, data that we have that we can provide to the public to show what was occurring immediately prior to the strike.
For now, the Port of Baltimore is closed to ship traffic as crews examine the area and then work to clear the channel.
And there are underwater surveys that are happening by remotely operated vehicle. Divers will be in the water today to complete that underwater survey.
Baltimore's port is one of the busiest on the East Coast and the nation's #1 hub for importing and exporting vehicles.
The Port of Baltimore is an important port, so for our supply chains and for all the workers who depend on it for their income, we're going to help to get it open as soon as safely possible.
Maryland's governor says the port directly employs about 15,000 workers and more than 100,000 indirectly.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says tomorrow he will be speaking with shippers to talk about some of the supply chain concerns and try to come up with a coordinated approach to deal with the disruptions. We've also learned that the Navy will be mobilizing large barges with heavy cranes to help with clearing the channel once that process begins. Suzanne.
Thank you, Natalie Brand, live in Baltimore. Thank you for your report. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. I'm Suzanne Marquez. Thank you for joining us. We will be live back here at 3 here on CBS News Los Angeles.